Sam MacDonald, who's the Deputy Chair of Audit and Risk, to take us through the two reports that we have as items 10 and 11. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, sure. Sure, no worries. The first one is the, sorry, I'm just bringing them up on my other screen, the report on the critical judgments, so the annual report. So I think the thing to just remember here is it's the annual report, not the annual plan. So it's just the auditors preparing for how we do this at the end of June. So I mean, I don't know if there's any staff on the line that want to speak to it, but there's nothing too much in that one. And the other one is obviously the audit plan, which is again just a process thing that Audit New Zealand have come up with. And you'll note there's sort of the areas of focus and things. So probably the only thing to note, I guess, around that is there is a timeline around how the audit will take place. I mean, at the moment that looks like it'll be fine, but we just need to be mindful of alert levels and access for staff and for Audit New Zealand staff. So I mean, Leanne, I don't know how you want to do it, if you want to put them separately or together or whatever you like. But
yeah, I think we'll move them separately. I just had one question in relation to, well, I presume that the first paper, I mean, it's all good to go, but it would have some, I mean, obviously we'd be expecting to see some change well, I mean, yeah, but it's coming back to audit and risk, and then we'll come back to council. But the other question that I had was around the legal assessment of liability for holiday pay, which was one of the issues that came up. And in the paper itself, the audit office has identified this as a significant issue. And you know, I do want us to have a sense check on where that's at. So I won't do anything other than mention it and perhaps invite a quick response. But I would like us to be seeking some sort of reporting on this, and whether audit and risk meeting you know, could actually pick this up as an issue and look at it a little bit more closely, because I want some comfort around due process in this regard, and whether
so
also
I think,
Karen an opportunity to tidy some of it up. Yeah, so
Karen and Len are both online, but I think the two things are, obviously it'll be looked at in terms of materiality for the audit, for the annual report, but secondly, as Diane Brandish has mentioned, there's a piece of work happening at the moment around the legal framework and I guess the provision that we need to provide. So yeah, look, the audit committee did discuss that at our last meeting, and it's obviously something that will come back to us, so it's well up the top of the radar.
Yeah. I mean, I was absent from the last meeting, so it did. I just wanted to indicate that it was a concern for me as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you. All right. Would you like to move? Oh, sorry. Who's that?
That's Carol.
No, I'm sorry. Whoever is speaking can't speak like that. Your system's not allowing you to contribute. So if somebody else wants to say what you were going to say, presumably, but it's just not possible. Is there anything that needs to be said before we take the vote?
Leanne, I think it was Carol. If she turned her video off, the audio might be better.
Carol, can you just try with the video, with the audio rather than? No.
Just try and
No, it's not worth it. All right, I'm going to assume that because I haven't seen a note come up on the conversation at the side that this is good to go.
Yeah, I'm happy to move.
Sam MacDonald has moved this, seconded by Andrew Turner. I shall put that motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried. And the second